This video will find you in a season that doesn't look dramatic from the outside, but feels seismic on the inside. Not the kind of transformation that announces itself with fireworks. Not the kind that comes with obvious endings and loud beginnings. This one feels subterranean. It's like something shifting beneath the surface of who you are, deep under the soil, deep where roots grow, deep where tectonic plates move slowly enough so that you don't notice, until one day the entire landscape is different. And if you've been here before, if you've walked this path of constant becoming, unraveling, remembering, then you know this isn't your first initiation. You're not new to transformation. You're true to it. You've done the dark nights. You've done the breakthroughs. You've done the ego deaths in the phoenix moments. But this one is quiet. It almost feels ordinary. Life might look painfully normal right now. No mystical highs, no obvious signs, no overwhelming synchronicities crashing into your awareness. Just dishes, emails, laundry, your body feeling heavier than usual, a strange tiredness that you can't fully explain. And you might be wondering, why do I feel so exhausted? Why do I want to push? Why does everything feel slow? Because something is rewiring at a cellular level. This isn't an activation that lifts out of your body. It's one that anchors you deeper into it. It's like your system is recalibrating, like your nervous system is learning a new baseline, one where you don't have to earn your worth through output, one where rest isn't a reward, one where you're allowed to exist without constantly optimizing yourself. And that can feel incredibly uncomfortable, especially if you're someone who is used to making meaning out of everything, someone who lives in analysis, someone who survived by being hyper aware, reading the room, predicting the shifts, understanding life before you were ever allowed to just live it. Now it's like life is saying, what if you stopped narrating it? What if you stopped trying to decode it? What if you just inhabited it? That's the initiation. You may feel like you're in a void, like you're between timelines, like the old version of you has already dissolved, but the new one hasn't fully formed yet. And that in-between space, it's not glamorous. It's not aesthetic. It's not inspiring. It's fertile. Think about soil after rain. It looks muddy, heavy, messy, but that's when it's most alive. That's when it's soft enough for new roots to take hold. Right now you might feel like rain, like everything you thought you had processed is surfacing again. Old grief, old doubts, old pressure to perform, to create, to be impressive, to be productive. But the rain doesn't come to ruin the earth. It comes to soften it. It's dissolving the hardened identities, the coping mechanisms that once kept you safe but no longer fit who you are becoming. The urgency that once fueled you but would burn you out if you carried it forward. And I know if you're watching this, you can feel it. You can sense that something big is preparing you to move. That this stillness is not stagnation. It's containment. It's gathering. It's a deep inhale before a new chapter. But the only thing being asked of you right now is this. How long can you sit with nothing? How long can you resist the urge to fix, to label, to rush into clarity? Can you sit with a question without demanding the answer? Can you feel an emotion without turning it into a story about who you are? Instead of I'm anxious, what if it's I notice anxiety moving through me? Instead of I'm lost, what if it's I'm in transition? Weather passes, storms move, rain nourishes, and this season, however heavy it feels, is nourishing something you cannot yet see. There is a version of you ahead in time who is grateful you slowed down here. A version of you who is stable enough, embodied enough, regulated enough to hold the blessings that are coming without self-sabotaging, without burnout, without disassociation. Because here's the truth. If you kept moving at the speed you were moving, if you kept chasing the extraordinary while neglecting the ordinary, you wouldn't have the capacity to sustain what you're asking for. This is integration. This is embodiment. This is magic becoming grounded. You are not losing your spirituality. You are not losing your intuition. You are not losing your spark. It's getting quieter, and quiet can feel like absence when you're used to noise. But quiet is where trust is built. Quiet is where your body learns it is safe to exist without performing. Quiet is where beauty becomes visible again. Not the dramatic kind, but the kind that requires deep attention and self-forgetting. The kind you feel when you stare at the sky and your inner narrator goes silent for just a moment. That's the frequency you're being tuned to. Not constant transcendence, presence, balance, escape, embodiment. And yes, it might feel unbearable at times. There may be moments where you want to go back to the intensity, the chaos, the highs and lows, because at least it felt like something. But this is something. It's just subtle. It's the tectonic plates shifting instead of fireworks exploding. It's ancient, it's deep, it's slow. And slow does not mean wrong. So if you're in this space right now, if you feel like you're walking through molasses, like time is stretching, like everything familiar has lost its flavor, I want you to know nothing is broken, nothing has gone wrong. You are not behind, you are integrating, you are softening, you are becoming sustainable. And when the energy picks up again, because it will, you will move differently from your body, from your center, from a place that doesn't need to prove, chase, or analyze every step. For now, let the rain fall, let the soil soften, let the emptiness be empty without filling it. You are deeply supported, even if that support feels quiet. You are guided, even if the guidance feels subtle. And you are exactly where you need to be. I love you, I'm proud of you, and I trust the timing of your becoming. Peace and love.
Love's message, get back to yourself, it's your world, baby. Love's message, get back to yourself, it's your world, baby. Love's message, get back to yourself, it's your world, baby. Whoa. Why do I keep on chasing the flame? Why do the stars whisper my name? Why does the sky feel like a game? And yet it burns just the same. Love's message, get back to yourself, it's your world, baby. Love's message, get back to yourself, it's your world, baby. Love's message, get back to yourself, it's your world, it's your world. Love's message, get back to yourself, baby, yeah, yeah. Love's message, get back to yourself, it's your world, yes, your world, baby. Love's message, get back to yourself, it's your world. A mirror cracks, but it still reflects. Pieces scattered, but they all connect. You're the painter and the art you protect.